Sarlacc Digest, the long-running live stream podcast digesting Star Wars topics for over 1,000 years. Join them for all the latest news, rumors, and theory crafting with none of the drama or the live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Time on YouTube. And don't forget the Sarlacc Toy Chest, covering all the newest Star Wars toy releases from Hasbro to Hot Toys and everyone in between. Live every Monday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Be there and keep it nerdy.
Plastic news with a brand new look. Pop culture news. Toys. Comics. Entertainment. Gaming. Industry. PlasticNews.com. Don't forget the IQ. PlasticNews.com. He once commented to his friend Ruth that she should make a girl's fashion doll at 1/6 scale. When their 12-inch line of figures stopped selling, he suggested making G.I. Joes at 1/18 scale with a cool backstory and villain. And when their competitor needed a cool toy line, he said, "They're only fighting over Earth. Your guys should be masters of the universe." And make them smaller than old Joes but bigger than new ones. He is the most important collector in the universe.
I don't always need a grail, but when I do, I go to holygrailtoys.com. Keep hunting, my friend.
You're watching a Syndicate program.
It is Friday night. It is 7 p.m. Pacific time. I think it is 7 Pacific. It's SKN. It's Shadow Nose Network. This is Pixels, Plastic, and Ink. We appreciate you all jumping in. It's another jam-packed, and when we say jam-packed episode, it's not because they've written a script for me to say, because I say that every Friday night, but because we have an extensive pre-order mafia because of all of the pre-orders, all of the buzz, all of the things that are ready to impact your wallets. They are here. We're going to discuss what is hot, what is not, what should you pre-order, and what you should throw to the bottom of the ocean. San Diego Comic-Con is around the corner, and we're starting to see all the stuff from all the players, from the Jadas to the Hasbros to the McFarlanes and much, much more. So we're going to break it down. What is going on with Comic-Con? We're going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And are there some fails out there? Well, I think we might know of a few, plus other things in pop culture. So before we go any further, share the word, because we're about to start it off. This is Pixels, Plastic, and Ink.
And action.
That's right, folks. We are consistently hitting the airwaves every week. And all the time. We're back. I promise you it won't be 3 hours plus tonight like a Christopher Nolan film. So you could rest assured. And it won't be 7 years before the next episode like the Batman franchise, because we're here every week. That's right. Pop culture movie reference, again, unscripted. Thanks for joining us. Before we go any further, again, hit the subscribe, the like, the comments. If it's your first time tuning in, well, stay tuned. Buckle up. We're going to have some fun. And then for the regulars, the folks that come in and support us each and every Friday in the chat, we very much appreciate you. And replay crew, well, if you couldn't join us live, we appreciate you as well. Again, we're going to talk about a lot of things. And as we dip into the chat, I want to recognize some folks that are with us almost every week. And again, if you're new, say hi. It's okay. You don't have to be in the shadows. We won't judge. You can say whatever you want, but we've got movie, toy, tuber, 8090. Oh, we're ready to talk about toys. We are ready. Star Wars and Brews, good evening. We'll be on rewatch duty, coffee tomorrow. We appreciate replay crew. Thank you so much, sir. Who else we got? Moocher got to catch replay tonight, of course. Well, Moocher is either the live or the replay, so we very much appreciate you. Sarlacc, Toy Chest, and Digest. Don't forget Mother Slug, Wolverines. Wait a minute, long stream.
Hey, look, Mother Slug, it's understandable. We get it.
Commander Bly, of course, always hanging out. We appreciate you. We've got Sir Green Lantern, Rick Cage, ESQ. Greetings, captains. Meeks in the house. Hey. Appreciate you. Rhino Hobbies, what's up? Yes, we're glad that you're here live as well. We always hear comments. Collect the Gadget, what's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Patty Atkins is always hanging out. Much appreciated. We got, who else we got? We got B-Sum, X-Men 97, Professor X with the Hoverchairs and must buy. Okay, well, we might get into that, sir. Who else we got? C's the director. What's up? Too many toys? You damn right. Too many toys, not enough money to get them all. So hopefully we help you. Tripping with Toys, good evening to you as well. Hopefully we get a Collect a Gadget and Rhino Hobbies. Yeah, well, I think we did. Who else we got in the chat castle? Grayskull, the sorcerer, is in the house. The sorceress, we appreciate you. We got a few more people before we jump into things. TD3 Trooper, what's up? And we got Mike Bruno. Yo. Hey, cheers to you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hopping in. Couple more folks here in the chat before we get started. Esther, hey, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you.
Yeah, welcome in.
Much appreciated. Marcelo, what's up, brother? Marcelo in the house. All right. Well, hey, don't forget, there's two important things before we jump into the thick of things. And the first thing is join the Discord channel. That's right, the Syndicate. It's a combination of this community, the Starlight community. We got Tommy from Blitz Transmissions. It's free. If you've never been on Discord, there's no membership. There's low cost. Join, download the app, join. We'll welcome you on in. It's super easy to use. Chat channels, toy photography, updates and news, talk amongst everyone, the community. We're always in there as well. And then, of course, it's convention season. It's collection season. And that is Toy Hunter, the app that is built for collectors. So monitor your collection, find your grails. It is also free on Google Play and the App Store. So, Mr. Storm, I'm ready. I'm ready. I made some pre-orders and some I'm waiting for the verdict for the team, for the chat. Yeah. So let's jump into things, shall we?
Absolutely. Well, before we move in, we got to do the rundown, ladies and gentlemen, and got some interesting things to hit with this. Of course, obviously, we're going to talk about our main subject tonight, SDCC, San Diego Comic-Con 2026 exclusives. And there's a bunch of them. Now, we didn't go through all of them. We just took the ones that we thought were the best and some of the worst too. So we added those in. But, if we this would have been a 5.5 hour show, we would have put everything else up. We've been celebrating this week ever since Wednesday, Swordbrush Chronicles. That's the day that we hit our 3-year anniversary being on YouTube. And we got a little logo to unveil on you guys. We're going to start, and tonight it says Pixel Plastic Ink. Well, tonight is plastic because you got Pre-Order Mafia. Yes, right, ladies and gentlemen, the entire show is Pre-Order Mafia. We're going to talk about some Mondo, some Hasbro, some Playmates, some Jada, some Jazwares. So we've got some Super 7, some Nacelle, some Mattel, some McFarlane, 4 Horsemen, and a big bad workshop in a pear tree. And then from there, we've got the Syndicate Network and Discord, upcoming events. We got Toy Hunter. We're going to talk about that because events coming up, San Diego Comic-Con, you're going to want to start using that Toy Hunter app. We've got Saturdays after action figure report, maybe a rerun. We don't know. Tommy's out somewhere jet lag, so we'll give him an excuse this week. We got a preview of Monday Sarlacc toy chest, and guess what? Just like last week, you know what's going to go. We've got next week's Pixel Plastic and Ink, so you'll know, have a whole week to save up for it, because I know we expend some energy. Gentlemen, a couple of things that I've been loving, but this 3-year anniversary and everything, the button, the pen, I can't believe we were doing. Again, I said I thought it was 5 years because it seemed like it was way more.
Feels like it.
Yeah, it seemed like it was wild. 3, but that's our 3-year anniversary logo. We will be fronting that for most of 2026. So you guys let us know what you think. If you guys want that on the shirt or something, let us know. We'll put some feelers out there.
Steve also told me earlier this afternoon that this is the anniversary. This is his 40th hiring and firing for the 3 years with us. So congratulations to you, sir. Yeah. And please don't cut off the mics or mess up any of the trailers.
My man's making it, isn't it? Yeah, got to give him credit on this one. All right. From there, you've seen it, You see the banners. If you've been looking at your local news, if you're in Southern California, you've been seeing them put up all the murals on the top of the buildings, shutting down all the streets, making way. Bunch of things are going down at San Diego Comic-Con. But you know what? It's not a real show until we do one thing. Well, it's time for Pre-Order Mafia way early.
Leave the Super 7. Take the McFarlane.
We're never getting Super 7.
We're never getting Super 7. This has to be probably one of my favorite times of the year, especially because everyone knows that Pre-Order Mafia is my absolute favorite segment, and this is just a really long version of it. So strap in and get ready, and make sure you are letting us know in the comments. We want to see everything in the comments about pre-orders and thoughts and everything else, and we will get to them as fast as we can as we're talking. But if you're new here, welcome in. This is Pre-Order Mafia. It's our 3-tier rating system, and number 1 obviously is a made figure. This is one we think you should pre-order. This is one that is a very top tier figure. A lot of times, even if we don't collect it, there are ones that land in that. Forget about it are ones that basically tote the line where we may not be into it. We understand why you get it, but also the long game typically plays off better. And then needs to sleep with the fishes. Well, you heard it. Officially, I think McFarlane has saved and been safe from this long version of Pre-Order Mafia, which you might find surprising considering I think every week he's usually hangs out there. But that is the tier system. Sometimes you'll hear one way better and way worse. But this is Pre-Order Mafia. And as a quick reminder to everybody, this is our opinions. And it's not necessarily the opinions of, Vault 9 or all of SKN. But it is our opinions, and that's what matters most. And of course, if you're not stating anything in the chat, we don't know what your opinion is, and we want to hear it. So get active in the chat. This is time for you to jump in on that. But guys, this is Pre-Order Mafia, and I do feel like there's going to be a lot of conversation based on what we have seen coming down the pipes. It has been insane. So with that being said, Mr. Alexander Thunderous Storm, let's see what our first victim or candidate. What is it? I think it's let's see what our first prospect is. We'll call them prospects.
It's probably into that, man.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. Takes the McFarlane. Sometimes you hit that one up a little too fast, but yeah, Mother Slug. Well, like I said again, we're burning through tonight, but let's get it through. We got some stuff to go through, man. All right. We're starting off with Mondo. Mondo has the last night I was on Mega J Retro's live stream, and he actually we were previewing the Citizen Ghost from episode 1 of the real Ghostbusters, and he pointed out, I give him credit for this one, that these uniforms are the exact same uniforms from the movie. And so that first episode is right after they get through with the whole Gozer and the State Puff Marshall Man and everything else. And so that's the only time so far in the real Ghostbusters their uniforms that look like it came out of the actual film. So there's a lot of things up there. Now, one thing about Pre-Order Mafia tonight, we normally put up prices and everything. There's so many things tonight. We're going to have you guys go over. You want to go to mondoshop.com or the other websites. We'll mention that in to get the pricing. But so far, like I was telling Mega J last night, these are some made figures right here. I like the fact that, again, they're in the original Ghostbusters uniforms, and you can switch the heads from the Ghost back to the original real Ghostbuster actors. So it's like 2-in-1 figures, really.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'll start this one off, fellas. I'm gonna be honest. This is one that if I can get it at San Diego Comic-Con, there's a high probability I will buy this. A couple reasons. One, it's all 4 of them. I love the approach they took, and then also I think this is $320. I think is what the price is on this one. Last time I looked. I could be wrong, but either way around, that's not bad for all 4 plus everything that you get with this, because I really wanted a solid like Ghostbuster pack, and I think that this is it. Now, the only reason why I would say this isn't a made figure is not valid, so this is for sure a made figure, but they only made 1,000 of these.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this for me is a made figure. Hopefully, we could see what I can figure out. But what are your thoughts, Rad?
Well, I like the glow in the dark feature. It's going to make an excellent fish lure for those dark fish in the bottom of the ocean, because that's where this bad boy's going. I'm a big Ghostbusters fan. I'm a big Mondo fan. I'm not digging the whole like glow in the dark head sculpts and stuff. I think it's very similar to like when a company repaints the McFarlane's notorious for giving the Arctic version of a figure and the glow in the dark figure and the bronze figure. I think it's an easy way out. I would have loved to see something a bit different. So I know this is an expensive set. It's an exclusive set. It ain't worth my time and or money. I love Ghostbusters, but we're going to catch some big fish at the bottom of the sea with the glow-in-the-dark action figures. So rest assured, this will be sitting next to a lot of the Super 7 and McFarlane's in the sea.
That's fair. That's fair.
I have a completely opposite view, because I actually like the gimmicks of this kind of thing, like the glow-in-the-dark, all that stuff. So I say this is a made figure, and especially because it's so scarce. Right, there's only 1,000.
Would it change your mind if I told you that this is $365?
That's not unreasonable to me. Like there's some of these things that it's like one small thing is $1,000, like we had last week, and it's like, but for 4 guys and all these accessories, essentially 2 sets of characters, you said, because of the different heads.
Yeah.
I think this is good.
All right. What about you, Mr. Storm?
Again, like I told you, it's made figures for me. I like the fact that they're interchangeable, because if it was just a Citizen Ghost, you probably, if we can change it back, you can display it how you want to. So I think it's a very good win for Mondo. Great in. The JMH.
What's up, man?
What's up?
What's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to the longest pre-order mafia in the history of the show. So
this is kind of weird, because usually we're pretty aligned. There might be some notes. So it's a made figure, it's a forget about it, and it's deep in the fish world. So it's very interesting to start off the pre-order mafia that we have a lot of split opinions here. $365 didn't change your mind,
No.
I'm in awe. But you know, that's the figure business.
Yeah.
Well, again, it looks like the chat is mostly all right about this. Mother Slug is giving it an okay set. I would rate it an 8 out of 10.
All right.
So I
It comes
think
with a little Slimer. Come on.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are look. There's a lot of accessories to it, so it's absolutely interesting and everything. And saw tripping with toys. Let's go to the next one on Mondo. Saw this right now, Skeletor, and this is 1/12 scale. And look, last night we were talking. Same thing I'm gonna say today. The sculpting and everything. The cape is really the thing I think that really kind of stands out. The Havoc cane and everything else. Our staff. This is a great sculpted figure. I think Mondo's doing a fantastic job on the 112s. It's a forget about it on the level of a made figure. I did order that Skeletor, but this for me, this is a little lesser known character, so it's on the fence of a made figure. But it's forget about me purchasing it now. So, what's going on, Rat? What's your thoughts on this?
I think it's awesome. I think we've been looking forward to the 1/12 scale Mondo line for He-Man. I think that Skeletor is an absolute must if you haven't already gotten it or pre-ordered. I think it's cool. Soft goods, 3 head sculpts. Look at that one head sculpt in this. The second picture is amazing. And I think it's I want to say 150, 160. Maybe a little bit cheaper. I think if you can get your hands on this is made for me, man. What a great figure. Super cool, especially if you're a He-Man collector, Masters of the Universe.
It's 115.
115. It's an automatic. I mean, I know 115 is expensive, but for Mondo 112 scale exclusive San Diego, all the accessories, no question in my mind, I'll pick this up.
Yeah.
Dr. Bradley?
It would have been a forget about it, but Rad is right. This head with the fire or whatever it is, that is amazing. That looks fantastic. That's almost worth the price alone. So I would say this is a made figure.
Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead. That'd be you, Mr. Maddox.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who's not really heavily into MOTU all the time, this is a made figure for me. It's just the Mondo does a single 1/12 scale. Like it's a great figure. It is a lesser known character. Like I get that, but it's very it takes photos really well. They gave you really good head sculpts, just enough accessories and different hands. I mean, you get 4 heads, 3 sets of hand. Like it's everyone's is going to be different. So this for sure. And at 115. I mean, come on, that's and also to be fair too, if they put these up for sale on their site, Mondo's shipping isn't astronomical either. So this is a made figure for me.
Okay, all right.
Come on, Keldor is everybody's favorite figure. The character from him.
DJ Prime Mondo came in kicking all 4 horsemen off the rooftop. And on Keldor. All right, there you go. That's it. Good. Okay, so moving on to the next one. These are, Mondo's been getting a little bit more into the vinyl toys, and they got some offerings that are exclusives. These are obviously, you can see they're glow in the dark. You've got the Mothra, the vinyl designer figure, and that's by a Urban Aztec Cherry Blossom glow in the dark variant. Interesting part of that. And then you've got Godzilla. And it's from the I guess All Out Attack of the Monsters soft vinyl figure, bitter cherry blossom variant. I would have never thought I would have said that with Godzilla, but these are I love vinyl figures. These are forget about it for me. I think they look good, but I'm not kind of into this. I do like kaiju, but this is a little too far. The glow in the dark feature though has me a little bit.
I would be curious as to hear what Dr. Brindley and Castle Grade School think about the thighs on this bad boy.
Well, look, it's Godzilla, and he's in a very specific shape, right? He's a little compressed. So I'm okay with his thighs on this. I like the glow in the dark. It's just you got to keep the lights off because this is a Paisley nightmare going on. I hate it. So this is going down to the bottom, and it'll have the Ghostbusters that Rad sent down there to have some company in the glow in the dark area.
Yeah, Rad, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm online with Dr. Brantley right next to the pirate ships down in the Mariana Trench with these ones. Look, I appreciate it. If you're a vinyl collector, you want the different color schemes and the art, but I like the traditional Godzilla looking figs. So I appreciate the collectors who collect this, but it ain't for me. So down in the ocean.
Yeah, it looks like Eddie's one of the few people that like that. Most people are giving the same sentiment that it's going to hit the there you go under Monster thighs. So you got your answer right there.
I look at as the resident vinyl collector in the group, and I've seen a lot of them. I think that these are they're okay for what they are, but there are so many other versions that are just better. I don't know if I would send them to the bottom of the ocean, but I definitely would put them in there to see what happens. So, this isn't like so this is Sleep with the Fishes for me. It's just the pink is just it's killed. Like, I don't understand it. You could do glow in the dark and other colors. Like, I would love, look, this is my thing I say every time. I'd love to see the data that suggested that these needed to be made. That's all I'm saying, right? Like, so Godzilla, that strawberry shortcake. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, it's just like Keldor, right? Bitter cherry blossom is the best color for all these figures.
Yeah. Well, the slug is saying 2 out of 10. So, these are not working. And Moth is cute, but I'm not into this stuff. So, yeah.
I mean, if they made a giant pool float like that Mothra, I'd throw it in the middle of the pool and just have a great summer. But in terms of collectability,
like if you didn't tell your daughter that it was like Godzilla character and just gave her the Mothra, she'd probably be, oh, like, this is cool.
Yeah, exactly. It's a butterfly.
Well, it'd be more like, oh, this is cool. His daughter is not that old, and that is a giant Mothra.
Yeah, the other set of vinyls is this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Undercover Turtles soft vinyl 4 figures. When I was talking to Mega J last night, he brought these up. I like the soft goods on them. I like that they look similar to the original Playmates, but yet it feels like Mondo has its own take on them as well. I think there's a lot of detail, especially with their mask and expressions. It's still, not really kind of into vinyl figures, but I dig the look and solid of these. And again, these are high marks, though. This is a forget about it, pushing a made figure because they look extremely well.
Yeah. For me, these are forget about it. 320. They're pretty big. Mad Hatter did a pretty good review on them. It is what it is. It's soft vinyl. It's cool. Everyone likes the Undercover Turtles. But it's a forget about it for me.
Okay. Dr. Brantley?
Well, because of the hats, it's got to be a made figure. They got their little Indiana Jones fedoras, and I didn't have a problem with the $300 price tag for the 4 Ghostbusters, so another $300 price tag for 4 turtles is fine.
Yeah. You could probably go down to Ensenada or Tijuana and get one of 4 of these for about $40 total. So we're starting off with a lot of stuff at the bottom of the ocean. I love Mondo, but these claw machine figures here are not for me. So
dang, claw machine figures. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I think Margot said
not for $300. If you told me $150 for the set, I might be interested. 300 plus. This is, what scale is this? It's not 1/6 scale, is it?
They're pretty big.
Yeah, they're close. They're around 1/6 scale. Yeah, they're each about like this big.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just I'm not a vinyl collector, but again, I hate to each their own. I'm not bashing on people who love vinyl. It's just not for me, and that's why it's down at the bottom.
Well, Lardo says, I think we are turtled out. Too many choices and variants.
Yeah,
I think you might be right on that one. So sentiments out of that. We're getting some guys, like I said, 6 out of 10. So the vinyl stuff. We'll see what else has Mondo got offering here. I think the next one maybe should perk somebody up. Mondo's X-Men animated series Deadpool 1/6 scale, limited edition. And these will be sold at the convention. A lot of accessories, interesting, different head sculpts and everything. The box is also premium. It's I know these are, can get pricey on the point. I'm not into 1/6 scale, but if I was, it'd be a made figure for me because I like the look of it, and I think they nailed the animation look extremely well.
Yeah, I think what's funny about this one is it's a throwback to their Wolverine one, where the Wolverine was laying down holding the picture of Jean Grey. And so this is just Deadpool doing the same thing with a picture of Wolverine. These are always forget about it's for me. I'm not a 1/6 scale. But if you have collected them, this is obviously great. Yeah. So that's a forget about it for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
the 1/6 scale Mondos are great. I don't personally collect them. This is cool. I mean, does anybody remember Deadpool in the X-Men animated series?
No, I don't think he's ever been in it.
He's never been in it, and I'm pretty sure they didn't have Funko Pops back in the '90s, so I'm not sure about that accessory. But it's okay. We'll forgive it. It's a forget about it. It's cool. I love the Wolverine. I've seen the Cyclops. They got a Beast that's on pre-order from Mondo. If I had some additional money and I wanted to get, like, I think the animated series line is pretty awesome, along with the Masters MOTU stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's a forget about it for me. It's cool head sculpts, funny. I mean, it's Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand the cell shading on the legs versus the torso. It feels a little bit off to me. It's almost like they forgot the rest of the figs, but it's still forget about it. Deadpool's cool.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are also agreeing with you, Dr. Brentley.
Yeah, it's forget about it. I really don't like the sculpt on this. I don't know. There's something weird about the very sculpted abs on this. But anyway, and the paint. Yeah, so forget about it.
A lot of people think also, I'm seeing too muscular, so that is coming through. I think you guys are right up on this. Everything he had a cameo. Oh, he did have a cameo. All right.
Oh, did he? Eddie said that Morph turns into Deadpool. Really? I didn't.
In the new season he does.
Okay. All right.
In the most recent episode, he turns into.
But not the old animated series, right?
I don't know.
This is
season 2.
Yeah, in the new season, on the latest episode, he turns into Wolverine.
Okay.
So that's where you get it from. Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's Deadpool. Make your money. People like Deadpool.
Yeah.
Welcome into Hidden. Welcome in.
No, I don't think Rob Liefeld liked him enough to understand what he was signing away. So.
Well, yeah. Hey, that's another thing, though. He can have his gripes at his table. We move on from there, which Masters of the Universe.
Come on, man.
The Panthor with he's a 1/6 scale figure, and he's blocked. Limited edition. And Mega J lost his mind about this last night. And I do like the block look. I think this is 100%. This is a made figure. Even if you're going to not buy it or not, it's a great figure. And 1/6, that's a big kitty.
Yeah. I will say this. I think it's a made figure if you're a 1/6 scales. Forget about it for me. It's definitely a made figure, but it's also $525.
Yeah, that's
worth it.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty incredible. Considering that the Skeletor 1/6 is like $250, $300. So, I mean, it only makes sense that it would be that price. So again, if I'm collecting Mondo 1/6, you got to have Battle Cat for He-Man, and you got to have Panthor. I mean, it's just shelf display presence. This is it.
This is beautiful. Like, this is the kind of thing that is almost gonna get me into collecting MOTU at this scale. Like, this is beautiful made figure, 100%.
Okay, all right. Yeah, there's some people that like it, but yeah, it's pricey up there. And he says in 112 I would get it. Marcelo,
that'd be great.
Yeah, I think so too. And but yeah, this is a great fig. So look, I'm curious if anybody is out there going to purchase that. Let us know, because I would like to know the scale of collectors. If this thing sells out, that's going to be a sharp reply that people like this kind of stuff. But it looks great with Skeletor on top. So we'll move on to the next one. We move into the world of Hasbro. Hasbro has some different offerings. They have, we'll hit up both of these at the same time. Transformers, Gemini holograms, Autobot Blaster, KB Glit, KB Sundor, and KB Rosanna, which is the cassettes and everything. This one also has the Gemini hologram kind of, translucent boxing and everything. And then on the other side, the Transformers Optimus Prime Autobot Jazz cereal box. I can tell you, I'm not into the color scheme, but I think it's cool, the Gemini holograms, but it's an interesting one. I do not like the cereal box. So I would say this one is a forget about it, but I could see where it'd be somebody's made figure. The Transformers cereal box is sleep with the fishes in the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I see that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't look at the gym one almost had me. I was almost there. Again with the gym stuff, yeah. So but this is just the more and more I looked at, the more and more I'm like, couldn't you just done a blaster? Jim is truly outrageous. This is truly awful. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't. And then the Optimus Prime thing, the cereal box is killing me. I'll pick up that Gym Blaster, keep it mint and box, pretty niche. Yeah.
I think again, over the last couple of years, we've been seeing Gemini holograms are trying to. I would have liked to see them follow up with the Cold Sliver, with like maybe a same packaging you almost could have used, but different aesthetics on the outside. I would have loved to see Gemini holograms and that classified 116 kind of look to match Cold Sliver, and then maybe the Average Joe band, if you're going to keep into those kind of things. I like both packages more than the figures, Mike.
So I will say this, because I've been complaining for a while, just in Hasbro in general, is that if you look back historically, 5, 6, 10 years of San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, and probably talking more on the Marvel Legends line, although obviously the Joe stuff, the packaging was so great. If you go back, I mean, look at the stuff that you've seen in the past. Like, just look at Marvel Legends history. You'll see so many cool things, right? And then they've gotten progressively lazier outside of the Cold Slither, which I thought was a cool packaging effort from last con. It's been pretty lazy. So I appreciate the effort. It must have been either the Joe and the Transformers team were talking, because we got another cereal box on the Joe side of things.
Yeah.
But like, I appreciate at least the effort they put into packaging, because that's what makes an exclusive pop.
Yeah.
I just wish they would put the effort into the figure. And it looks like they just went a little bit lazy, and they went all full scale on the packaging. Give us a mixture of both. Give us a great set, a unique figure, and then also packaging. But for me, I like the packaging. It's unique, collectible, put it on the shelf, hold it for 10 years, whatever you want to do. But the two figures are duds. Let's just be honest. I'll be honest. They're duds. So I hope we're going to see more of innovation on the packaging side for San Diego Comic-Con and other con exclusives. But this one, it's in the bottom of the ocean for me. Again, it's a lazy figures, and they should have done better.
Yeah. And Blaster, aka Mr. Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, who would want until Chet said, "Oh, I almost thought about getting that." I was like, who would want this color scheme on a Transformer? I don't like it. It looks terrible to me. So
again, this is where it's safe to say, just show me the data where this was said that it was needed.
What I think they're doing is, for some reason, they have to push Gem in the holograms. Like, they must have like a movie or a TV show or something coming up, and they're trying to push it.
I mean, it was garbage when half the stream was selling their vinyl records and music CDs and stuff.
Exactly.
Like, it was like 50% of the Transformers last show was by the soundtracks. It's like, is this a toy stream or is this a music stream? What's going on here? Like,
well, vinyl is selling again. And Dr. Brentley, Rhino Hobbies, same theory right here. They're gonna, just to get the name out there, and that might be right, because if they don't, Hasbro does have a tendency to lose trademarks. So
welcome to Know Your Audience.
Ideal for me. Give me a great figure and a baseball style card, cheap packaging. Okay, TD3 Trooper. There goes.
Well,
I think
look,
sometimes all you have to do is
what's
just
wrong
make
with
it
cheap
simple.
packaging, right? Like, spend all your money on the figure, and then just take a piece of cardboard and slap some plastic in front of it, and there you go. It's easy to open and whatever. But spend your money on the actual development and production of a good figure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is an important question for you, Dr. Brentley. Is that a period accurate warrior outfit
Yes,
behind you?
It
you
is.
know, I got the actual Trojan horse, not this woke stuff that Christopher Nolan's trying to slap on us.
Yeah.
You know, USC travel.
It is our Armada. And like I said, went there and everything. Was the fastest person on academic probation ever get kicked out of there. You know, gotta go with that. We'll go to the next one. There's a little bit of history you probably didn't need to know that. But Jim keeps sending Hasbro into LinkedIn bios. Ooh, or Hasbro into her LinkedIn bio. At least she's not on. Oh, I'm not even gonna mention that. Oh, yeah, Larko.
But she'd make some money there.
Yeah. Come on now.
True.
All right, we're going to hit on this one. Also, getting back to the nostalgia of San Diego Comic-Con with Hasbro, they've got the G.I. Joe Classified number 205, Shipwreck and Cadet Demings from the, I think that was at the end of close to season 1. It was There's No Place Like Springfield, and it's, you know, it was a deep dive out of this. Cold Sliver really wasn't that deep of a dive because a lot of people were into Cold Sliver, just, you know, they had its own band and things. This one's a deep dive, and especially with the computer monitor and everything, I don't think anybody was asking for these two characters. This is a forget about it for me. I think it's good sculpting. It's just, I think this is too much of a deep dive, so it's definitely a pass. Dr. Brentley, your thoughts on this one, man?
Well, first of all, whoever took these pictures not doing a great job.
Well,
This does not look good in the modern age. But you know, I'm not that into Joe. I do kind of like the parrot, though. I will say. Oh no! So I would say this is a forget about it.
Okay. All right. Yep. I will. Well, Stu John says, "I'll catch you guys on the replay. I'm out." And I'll get bad. Yep.
Later.
All right. So, what do you think, Rad?
Does this look like an exclusive special edition 2-pack? I mean, this looks like someone 3D printed this. Look at that computer's terminal. That's like, I can go on eBay right now and somebody's selling that for $3.99, right?
Like it on Temu. What are you talking about?
this goes right. It's like Mad Libs. It's like print out one of this and one of this and one of this.
Now, I mean, the fact that you had to say that the parrot is okay. This is an exclusive San Diego Comic-Con 2-pack, and you're talking about the parrot. You know, it's like it's not good. It is not good. It's unacceptable. This goes back to more fails than winners. And I know we got a lot more toy companies down the line here this show, but it's not a great start. Hasbro, it definitely isn't. And this is a bad attempt.
Now, they did try to go for this. Mike is saying, I'm getting this 2-pack. It's my favorite G.I. Joe episode. So,
okay,
if they tried to hit nostalgia.
Well, but also he redeems himself because he says this computer does suck.
There you go. And let's not forget everything that when it's maybe at Roscon. So, I got a feeling it definitely will make that route and everything.
But again, this goes back to, this might have been, if they flashed this 2-pack a couple months ago, or even Joe June, it would have been good. This is supposed to be some special cool stuff drops at San Diego. This doesn't feel special to me.
There's some people again, nostalgia. They're stringing it like Sir Green Lantern. They're stringing on them. So, you know, but yeah, I think this was a little too much. And this cut is so deep, it's sunk into the Marinara Trench.
That's right. Make it glow in the dark, and we might get some interest.
Yeah, again, you know, this is a nostalgia bump, and the same thing they did for this next one. This is nothing more than a nostalgia bump right here. I absolutely think this is complete garbage right here, and I don't like the cereal box thing. If you were going to give me a cereal box, you should have done it with Starduster, but not this. You waited to this, and you gave me a mini thing for Starduster. I think this is one of those where it's not exclusive. I think you should make the figure because there are obviously people that want it. I just don't want this at San Diego. So this is one of those sleep with the fishes for me. And that's very rare for a G.I. Joe classic line.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I love this one. And it's the wrong opinion to have. I get it. It definitely should sleep with the fishes. But I love the Fatal Fluffies, and this is the only way I can get it, and that's unfortunate. So I think the cereal box thing is the stupidest thing they've ever done, especially because they didn't do a Starduster. So I just don't understand this. Like, someone's kid at Hasbro was like, hey, mom, or hey, dad, I think it'd be cool if everything came in cereal boxes. And then they just made that a thing. And yeah, crapola. I mean, I get it. I shouldn't like this figure. I do. It's unfortunate, but I agree that it should be Sleeps with the Fishes. But for me, I'm probably actually going to buy this one. So, it is what it is. I understand that I, however, am in the complete wrong here. So, Dr. Brindley, what do you think?
This is awful. I have not seen this episode that it's from, but if it didn't have the horns, this would look like the Bigfoot from $6 Million Man.
Yeah, it would.
It's not good.
And it looks like it's in the 1970s. That's how bad it looks.
Yeah. So, this is hanging out with the fishes at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? I'd be upset if to pay $65, but the amount of accessories you get with this figure
it's unreal.
Is well worth it. I mean, they might as well call this Maximum Fatal Fluffies because of all of the accessories that you have.
And again, Movie Tuber agrees and everything. It's a Love My Starduster, but the box was pointless. Cool concept though. And again, you're gonna give me the we've timed out Chet too. So they're very good meats. You know, he definitely needs to be timed out for that. Same. What the F am I looking at? I don't mean to be so negative, but $65 for this.
I didn't even know that price. I hated
what
this
are we talking about?
Okay.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, there should be some cereal in there too, at least. You know, let me have a little bit of Captain Crunch or something. Some marshmallows.
You could do that because you get that from Ross and everything. It's about 3 or 4 years old. There's no you can put those cereal.
Oh my god! I mean, again, I don't want to be hating, but does this look like a $65 figure?
I think they just had an excuse to have somebody just draw up a cartoon version of the character for the boxes. Somebody this is one where somebody pushed their own agenda. It's not what the fans would ask for. So all right, we'll move on from that. Here's the thing: last minute popped in today that we ended up getting was the Sergeant Slaughter and the Triple T tank. Now, a lot of people have been going back and forth with this. It's an interesting update. Not that much, but the thing is, it didn't have a canopy in the original one or the access roll cage, and they did have the machine guns. And people are also questioning: is this actually going to roll, or is it going to you basically going to have tire treads, or is it just 4 rollers underneath? We'll have to see on that one. Look, I've always wanted Triple T. I'm hoping that we get the photos of it that you can take the canopy off, because I wouldn't want them behind the canopy. But also here's the one thing that I will state: they're kind of ruining this by why don't you just wait till the panel and you're throwing out all this stuff all early. So what is the reason for me to go to the panel for?
There's literally none, and it's the same thing we talked about, which is like, dude, you're first off, you're sending like warning shots about, oh, by the way, like our live stream is really gonna suck, so don't show up. Or like, hey, don't be excited about anything we're gonna talk about because it doesn't matter, we're not telling anything cool. Or hey, just a quick heads up, there's no HasLab. It's like, well, then holy crap, just shut down and don't make anything for a while and let everyone figure it out. Like, you're just like, to release this as like a digital render when you could just do it at San Diego Comic-Con. It's like, look, after Yojo June, I know you have nothing good to show at San Diego. There's no way. And if there is, like, I'll eat my words. But at this point in time, I don't know. And Mike is being really really successful with that spelling, calling it P color. So
yeah, they got it. Yeah, like I said again, if this is one where like obviously Commander Bly's starting on that tactical EV, look, if you can take off the canopy, I'm fine with it. Titan says Triple T doesn't need a canopy. Sergeant Slaughter's pecs are bulletproof. It says, we're going down to Chuck Norris kind of thing right here. I
Mr.
like
Storm, what
Yeah.
you said though, I think it's going to be important for me to know. Is there going to be some small wheels at the bottom of this, or is that going to actually move? That's going to be important. And I saw a comment in the chat, like Sergeant Slaughter is getting to that point where he's Snake Eyes. We're going to see how many versions of Slaughter is. I think we're going to see a lot more Sergeant Slaughter. But
no, that was Mother Slug right here.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's so many. But if this was at San Diego Comic-Con, this would be cool. This would be a cool exclusive to have, and they could do some interesting packaging. It's obviously not going to be there, but I'm curious to see how that moves. But better, right? Better. It's just not great that it's not there.
I'm going to purchase it, but if it's the wheels aren't going to move on it, I'm going to be extremely disappointed in this, because I do think Chet and I were talking this morning about what the pricing would be, and we're thinking that it's going to probably be hitting the 120, 130 mark. I got a feeling they're going to try to take this over the standard vamp of like 109 Deathstroke to spoiler. I think they're going to try to hit this a little bit more, especially since it's the first time tooling on any of this stuff. And if it's at that price and it's just, like I said, 4 wheels on the bottom and the tracks don't move, yeah, you've kind of, it's definitely going to be. But again, to get the Triple T finally in the original, I've always wanted Sergeant Slaughter in the line when they finally got him in, even though there's a very good one of Valiverse. I was happy with it. To have them see him in the Joe line very well, Triple T, I just got to see what we can do with it. So that'll all depend on it, man. So
see, I don't think they can charge more than the despoiler.
They can,
because they can, but like they should keep like these smaller vehicles at a standard pricing, right? So if it's a despoiler, if it's this, it's going to be about the 110 price tag. But the way this looks, I don't think there's any way they can have those actual treads moving, because that would fall off all the time.
Actually, the his tank, I have the his tank. They're rolling treads on that, and
it works good.
Never had a problem from it.
Okay,
so they've got it where they've engineered this before. It's just, are they gonna do it, or are they just gonna try to do the slick and easy thing to it? So and then try to charge us double for what we normally would get.
Yeah, look, I stand by what we said earlier. I think this is at minimum 109, but because they'll get away with saying all new tooling, whatever, blah blah blah, this is going to be 130 to 140. And that's just what it's going to be. And then everyone's going to be like, this doesn't make sense because the Vamp 2 is 109, right? But then how does the despoiler make sense? Because that's 109.
Yeah.
So
through the chat, we've been saying a lot of things about the sergeant tax.
Yeah,
very well. That's a very real thing. So we'll see if it gets there. And also, hey, there's a couple of panels. I don't know if you need to go to it. They might, before we get to San Diego, they might reveal everything. But hopefully they kept some surprises there. Next one is the Hasbro San Diego Comic-Con Marvel Legends series Spider-Man, Marvel's The Lizard, and the Marvel's Electro. I don't know why they need to put Marvel in front of all those. But
this is Rad's favorite one of the convention.
This is the retro pack, I believe, based off of the 60s television show or animated cartoon. Yeah, somewhere. Yeah. So at least it's accurate to that. But yeah, no, this is Sleep with the Fishes for me. It's stylized. I don't really have a problem with that. It's not my cup of tea on this.
Yeah. I think what they do with this, and Rad, correct me if I'm wrong, because I do know that this is the one you're looking forward to. But I think what they need to do is like reveal these closer to San Diego Comic-Con than they did, because for a hot second I was like, that's a cool version of Marvel Lizard, right? And then now I look at it and I'm like, there's no way I would buy this. So I don't know, Rad. What are your thoughts? For me, this is cement shoes at the bottom. But Rad, I know you're picking this up. What are your thoughts?
I'm not picking this up. Definitely not picking this up. Picking it up and throwing it about 6 miles off the canoe. Look, this goes back to my thoughts here on the packaging is cool. It's actually probably one of the coolest packaging this year, not all time, but I do like the throwback style. It's presented well. It's kind of like what Marvel dropped last year when it came to the Savage Land 3-pack. Too many Spideys, too many retro. The Lizard's wild. I mean, this goes back to nostalgia. If you like this series and you want these figures, great. But if you're not into displaying this era, I don't know why you would need any of these figures, to be honest with you, unless you just collect exclusives. So this is going to be a pass for me for sure. But I do appreciate the effort in the packaging. But the figures, I'm okay. It's a no for me.
There are 60 and 70-year-olds that this is their Spider-Man.
Yeah, I get it.
But you're right. The packaging is the best part about this entire set.
It's a problem.
So I'd say it's a forget about it. It's not Sleeping with the Fishes, because I did watch that show. I liked it, as a kid. So I could see myself maybe picking it up, but not at full price.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
That lizard head sculpt, though. I got to get that lizard head sculpt, though, because it's so good.
And I'd say the chats also, there's, again, there's some people love the packaging. So the packaging is the main draw of this. Not so much the figure. So we'll see. All right. Move on to this. Everybody's been hot off this X-Men 97. We had a discussion on Wednesday whether you should actually get in the line. These are one of the figures we did suggest. I do think if you're actually building X-Men 97 actual shelf or collection, yes, this is definitely one. It's a made figure for me because you need Professor Xavier, you need the chair if you're into collecting on this. They didn't do too much nostalgia to the boxing to make it look really crazy. It's just Professor X. You need it in your collection. I think it's a very good win. I do think it's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. This is what it should be.
Yeah, they would have sold me on this had they displayed Professor X like not standing, because then I'd be like, oh, that's the going for realism. But I think I'm with you. I think that this is a forget about it for me. There's nothing spectacular about it. We just had a release of Professor X. All this does is make it true to the TV show. I mean, I don't know. This is the part that we've talked about many times on air and off air, is like, everyone is becoming more and more picky about what they buy. So you really need to try to like awe and shock people. And I don't think that this necessarily hits it. I think it's cool because like you just said, it would fit with the X-Men 97 figure, but it's not cool enough for the price it's going to be. So
absolutely.
Is it windowless packaging?
I think so. Yes.
That's lazy.
Also, check on the pricing on that, because
on it.
Castle Grayskull was asking for that, but I think this was at the 50 plus mark, if I'm not mistaken. It could be a little bit more, but
I hate that they don't do windows. Like that's the only downfall. But I get for cost.
But they did it last year too, though. So last year when they had the Savage Land, it did have window packaging. So I don't know.
Surprised. But cost, I get it. Look, X-Men 97, you got to have a Professor X. The X-Men 97 figure line has been pretty great.
Well, the reason why this one is windowless is because it looks like a TV on the outside.
Oh yeah, okay. So it does have the retro packaging. Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like you remember the TVs that had the VCRs in the bottom?
Yeah.
So this box slides into that box.
Okay.
But when you pull it out, it is windowless.
Okay,
but the shelf display is the fact that it looks like on the front side, it looks like those TVs with stickers on the side, and on the back, it looks like the back of the TV. Yeah, so
this is a made figure, $50.
Yeah, $49.
Yeah,
$49.
Good.
Pretty reasonable for like what you pay for figures nowadays,
especially for convention exclusive. Yeah,
and it's a popular character. You need a Charles Xavier, and they haven't released him in the X-Men 97 line, so you got to pick him up.
Yeah, Mother Slave said, do you think they will release this Professor into the stores later down the road, like the Blob and others? Yes, I do. I think you will see. I don't know if they'll do it with the wheelchair, but I got a feeling that you will definitely have it as a retro pack. They'll reuse the figure.
Yeah, and so I just want to bring something up too. So this Professor X, right, is the chair, the professor, some accessories, hands, extra heads, cool box. he's $49. There's a licensing fee on that, right? So he's
it goes to Disney.
49. Yeah, okay. So there's a licensing fee. So we can all agree on that, right?
Yep, we can.
So why is the Fatal Fluffies $54.99 for even less, and there's no licensing fee?
Because it's Hasbro.
Yeah. Okay.
There
Well,
you
just so we're on the same page. And just a quick recap too. That Marvel Legends Spider-Man is $84.99, and that really good GI Joe one is $64.
Yep.
And then the Transformers Jim and the Holograms is $59. And then Optimus Prime was $74. So already you're like almost $400 if you want any of this.
Beeson says it has a slip cover not shown here.
That's
so
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So all right. Let's go on to the next one. The next one, 2 Star Wars ones. Normally we save that for the toy chest, but we already talked about that on Mondays. This one, ATRT. I think they did a lot of work to this. I think it's deserving of a San Diego Comic-Con, especially for Black Series. They really don't do a lot of vehicles, or we've been asking for it. It's a made figure for me. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up for the convention, but it is a made figure in the look wise. And then there's the Star Wars Vintage Collection, Anakin and Ventress, and I think both of these characters are great, especially if you're into that animated version of the clone one, not the 3D generation, the 2D version of it. But I think both of these are great. I'd say forget about it on the vintage version. I like it; it's cool. But the Black Series and just getting the vehicle in it, that's what made it a made figure for me. Dr. Brentley, your thoughts?
I'm the exact opposite. I would get the Ventress and Anakin, and I would forget about the ATRT.
Okay. All right. And then Rat, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, the Black Series 2-pack is pretty cool. I'm not a Star Wars collector, but what's the cost on these, by the way?
Yeah, so thanks for asking. So the cost on the vintage, the Ventress and Anakin is $51.99. And the 501st ATRT is $79.99.
79. But I mean, you get the ATRT, so it's worth it. Yeah, I would pass on the vintage, and I would say forget about it on the Black Series 2-pack there.
Okay. Yeah. And your thoughts, Mr. Maddox?
I'm not a vintage collector. These are cool. I get why you would collect them if they're vintage. I think that the ATRT for me, that one takes it. I think it's still forget about it. I'm not a big enough Star Wars collector. I do like the idea of having an ATRT in 1/12 scale, but for me, it's one of those things where it's like if I got this, I would just paint it right away. So, but it's forget about it.
Okay. All right, we will move on to Playmates.
Oh yeah, I'm
now
over this.
Here's an interesting thing about Playmates. Playmates does not have its own table. They will be at someone else's table, and the items will be distributed out there. So that's a little interesting. But there's a couple of places that's doing that for. They've all teamed up because I guess the prices are going up. This one is the World of TMNT Platinum Shell Editions. This one is a very Sleep with the Fishes for me. I think it's okay. It looks like I thought it was like a TMNT chess set or something. I didn't get it, but somebody out there might want it. But I think this is a waste as a con exclusive. So that's what I've got to say. Rad, what's your thoughts, sir?
I mean, I wonder if one of the blind bags is the TMNT license that they've lost because of the stuff that they're putting out. Because this to me is this is Dollar Tree. This is Five Below written all over it, and this is the exclusive. The hell are we talking about here?
And
where they go. And great fisher lure for the little fish. This is perfect.
Yeah, this one is. Yeah, this is not a work on that.
Doctor,
your thoughts, sir?
Well, being platinum, they will go straight to the bottom.
There you go.
A
little extra weight on that one. Right?
What are we talking about?
What are you feeling, my man, Chet?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. They're Sleep with the Fishes, but I will end up buying one. We'll open it on the channel.
Okay, all right, let's move on.
This
one is one of the most talked about ones. This is the G.I. Joe, TMNT crossover Leonardo and supposedly Timber, or like Dr. Brentley's probably say that's how a wolf is supposed to look.
Yep.
This one is probably going to sell out pretty quick. I got a feeling a lot of people were talking about that. You can see Leonardo now in the stores without the wolf, but this one's a good one. Again, I like it. I don't know if I'm going to spend my money on it for my exclusives. It's a forget about it for me, only because I think I can get this later on, man.
Yeah.
So UCC distribution booth number 5613 is where this is going to be at. So if you're walking around the convention, it's not a Playmate booth. What do you think, Rad? Because I see you chuckling.
I just see the comment on the dog, on the wolf. Leo's doggy has seen some stuff. The Titan, that's true. That wolf's got rabies. Let's just put it that way.
See, that's what I was gonna say. It looks just like American Werewolf in London.
There you go.
Like,
so guys, you guys read that thing on fire.
And to get to use with smaller figures, because then that would be correct scale.
I think it's a cool, again, go back to the packaging in the box. I would never buy it to play with the figure or display, but I appreciate the packaging on it. And Snake Eyes crossover. I know we've done shows where it's too many crossovers, but it's not made. It's a forget about it if you're a turtle collector, but I don't mind it. Kind of cool, kind of funny. I like Leo in all black with the blue, so that's cool. But that wolf's got rabies for sure, man.
The wolf is peak right here. I know, Mr. Maddox, it's a made figure for you picking this up, all right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I am unfortunately extremely biased towards Playmate Ninja Turtles. So
Yeah.
I just there's no point. I mean, I can admit when I'm probably wrong, but my bias toward, I mean, I spent over $1,000 on one figure, so I like this. For me is cool. It's one I think is unique. I love the rabies wolf. You know, if they have it, this is one of the ones that if they have it, it's like, oh yeah, I'll grab it. If they don't have it, I'll be like, oh, I didn't get it. So, but I think for me, it's a made figure. Again, I'm super extremely biased with Playmates Turtles, so it doesn't. My opinion literally doesn't matter.
As messed up as that wolf looks, it still looks better than the regular.
It's way better than Dusty's little. Yeah, this is horrible.
We're rolling to Jada Toys SD for the Street Fighter Ultra 2. You lose accessory set. I think it's a very smart accessory pack. Even if you're not into the Jada figures or Street Fighter or anything else like that, this is a very brilliant plan on how to make accessory packs. You need to do more of this. Yeah. It's made figures just because the idea behind it is just so fantastic, especially if you have all the figures. This is just a great accessory pack. There'll be a booth 49. So Jada does have its own booth. So
yeah,
you got to find this out.
Look, I don't have all of the Street Fighter figures, but this is one that I am absolutely buying because I know that I'm going to get them all because I just like what they're doing. But the creativity behind the idea of making the You Lose accessory pack is so well thought out. It deserves me to go spend my money. And let's talk about how it's $50. Like all those heads and extra hands for 50. Like you buy this, and then eventually when you buy the figures, you always have these. So for me, absolute made figure. One of the few things I know I will be picking up at St. Diego's Comic-Con.
I mean, not to spoil anything, but this is the best exclusive thus far, unless something drops over the next week or so.
Well, they have one other one I think might be a little bit better,
but I don't know. It's hard to beat this many head sculpts, hands for $50. No one's done this. No one's ever released a pack like this for under $50. I mean, it's just incredible. Their line is great. They're affordable. Jada's king. I really believe that. And I wish they just had more license, which I think may be around the corner. But for a company that typically was all about vehicles, to bring the heat, and then we got Invincible. I can't wait to what they do with that line. So this is beyond made for me on what they've given to collectors with this.
Are you picking this up?
I'm getting 2-3 of them. I mean, they're going to sell out like crazy online and at the convention. They will be the hardest thing to find.
Dr. Brentley, your thoughts?
This is one of the smartest packs I've seen a company do in a long time. This is another one that's going to get people to buy all of these other figures because of this one accessory pack. So, you know, this is made figure. I think the best one so far.
Okay, all right, and everything. And here's the point. I can't wait for the movie TD3. We're gonna have our fingers crossed on that one, sir. Because you know, either it's gonna be great or it's gonna be bad. But I don't think it's gonna be middle of the road there. Hasbro should license G.I. Joe to Jada. Oh yeah, that's brilliant.
Well, Haya's killing it. You've been showing stuff.
Haya is too, but I think Haya can't have it in the region though, so they have to renegotiate whatever contract with Haya. All right, we move on to Jazwares, and yes, it's called Slave One. The ship is called Slave One. It's not Boba's ship; it's Slave One. It is at booth number 3513. Micro Galaxy Squadron has been murders, and you know they've got that in September. You can get that Cube Squadron. And this is one of the perfect ones if you want to see it in some stars. One, it comes with a poster, has exclusive packaging, looks great. This is just a great one. You know, look, Han Solo and Carbonite. This one. Mr. Maddox will have my money. I need this one.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is good. Also, only 750 of them. So,
well, that's going to be pretty tough. Then chances are we're going to have to get a scalper for this one.
Well, I'll work my way into it. Yeah, this is cool. I know I've already got one order from someone on the Discord. So, you know, I know Commander Bly asked me to get him like 6 because he wants to give them away. So that was cool. You know, go Commander Bly. Rad, what are your thoughts?
I don't collect these, but I think the packaging is cool. I've appreciated what Jazwares has done with this. And I think, especially with the cube stuff coming, I think it'd be a cool display. I'm not going to pick it up, but I also forget about it. If you collect it, it's a cool piece to have.
Yes, I'd say it's a made because this looks fantastic. And you're right. Yeah, it's not the fire spray or whatever they wanted to rename it to. It's Slave One, and then it comes with you know, some troopers and Carbonite Han. Definitely gonna get it, and I am really thinking about getting into, in a big way, the Cube Squadron stuff. I'm on the fence, but it's like, oh, this stuff looks so cool.
Yeah.
Well, we know a 3D printer. Land and destroy 6 and give away 1 to increase the value.
That's right. That's business thinking right there, man.
Right there.
Security.
All right, we will move on from Micro Galaxy Squadron Jazwares again, booth 3513. To let's start it off with Super 7. We'll probably burn through these real quick because I don't know what my man's are doing. We've got the Teenage
Mutant Ninja
Turtles.
Otter Pops.
We got the.
I'm pretty sure those are ice cream. Ice cream?
Mutant Jin-Ooze 4-pack. Mutant Jin-Ooze 4-pack. And these characters are glow in the dark too. And then we have the from Invincible Battle Beast, the Ultimate. So I got to figure that this figure is probably going to cost the crap because those figures, every time Super 7 does those are 55 plus. Look, yeah, it's a sleep with the bottom of the ocean and keep it down below the Titanic for the Mutant Jin-Ooze. That's just a terrible pack. And that's probably the worst set of turtle figures I've seen in a long time, other than our buddies, the little subjects. The Invincible Battle Beast, again, the Ultimate line is usually just way too overpriced for characters. I like the character, I like the look, but it's a forget about it for me. What do you think, Dr. Brentley? Any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I got a lot of thoughts. First of all, I don't know what these are weighted with, but somehow these are going further than anything has ever gone to the bottom of the ocean. I don't know what the hell this is. It doesn't look like the cartoon. It doesn't look like the comic book. It doesn't look like the live action. It looks like Invincible Battle Beast, whatever, that can float along behind it, but those turtles are sinking fast.
All right, Rad. I can already see it. It's written all over your face.
I mean, you know, when you were a kid and you went to like a birthday party and they had little, party bags, and they had all kinds of garbage in there that you play for, like, and you throw it away, like little parachutes attached to the figure you chuck and they'd fall on top of the roof.
Yeah.
Super 7 is boxed those figures for us. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? They don't tell you the price either. So
yeah, PJ Prime says the total reaction 3.75. Yes, in some cases, some of it's just the 5 points of words, but I think these are the because it looks like they have little pins, so I think these are their O-ring versions of them. So yes, they're at about a 3 points, a little bit smaller or bigger in certain scales, but yes.
Yeah, I will give it to Super 7. They definitely don't put anything up online, so you can't look at it. So
there will be plenty of these after convention if you're interested.
Yeah,
I promise you.
Looks like the Battle Beast was using a sword to pick his teeth. Deep 6 Super 7, the Titan, the 914. Yes, there you go.
This doesn't even. I mean, he resembles it kind of from Invincible, but why would I buy this when I know Jada will make it and it'll just be like $29 instead of whatever this is.
TD3 is hoping they'll be cheap though. They will be when they go to Ross. From there, also some more slap on the screen because we definitely had to do this. Micronauts. Nobody asked for this, but Super 7 is going to make it. Micronauts reaction figures of Bitrod and Bear Kurzo. No. And then and those are the figures make the turtles even look good. And then this is the thing that I don't know what they're doing, but they tried to do an O-ring version. How can you do something 40 years ago? They did it great, and this doesn't even. I thought this was Lego. I didn't even think this was actually Super 7, man.
I just hold on a second. I don't even want to pretend like I know the price on this trash. Like if that figure alone is like $25 or $29 or whatever they charge for a single figure with no accessories, this Cobra Trouble Bubble will probably be $109 to $120. There's no way it's less than that. Yeah, it cannot be.
This is junk. This is actually embarrassing to the G.I. Joe line. I like to apologize for all the real patriots out there that did some stuff in their life and they haven't come home and look at this slop. No, this was terrible. So again, I think this might be a unanimous at the bottom of the ocean. Dr. Brittley, your thoughts?
Yeah, these Micronauts look like the kind of 1970s figures you would get in Chinatown when you went there and they had these things for like $1. And it's like, wow, that's a big figure for $1. Oh, because it sucks.
Dr. Brittley with hardcore. This is when you go to Chinatown. So he's like, there's a childhood trauma involved in that.
Yes. I've gotten some bad Godzilla figures in the past as well. But no, these are all terrible.
PJ Prime. The only thing I'm planning on picking up is the Super 7 or the Tiger Sharks. Haven't bought anything from them since Thundercats. Yeah, I ordered those as well, but that's another road and pass. Rad. I already know what you're gonna say. So there you go, Chinatown. There you go. There you go. Well, Rad, do we even need your comment? You can just
actually, I'm gonna let the chat take my comments away
because they're doing a great job there. Hopefully they have lead paint. Commander Bly. Super 7 reaction, G.I. Joe are made. Yep. Let's see. I wonder if they can make a Canadian Joe. Well, they should actually. It's Micronaut nostalgia. Joe Fish, the TD3 Trooper, Mother Slug, and everything. What? Nothing from low subjects. You missed this. Well, you were on this morning. You saw that stuff. That's about all the stuff we get from them. The voice of the great Charles Barkley. These are terrible.
I just don't understand why the Joe is wearing like a Christmas sweater with yellow suspenders. It's just so confused.
If you look, actually, now that you pointed out, what are those like rain boots that all the women buy that are like British or whatever?
It's like it looks like a green Uggs with a Dora the Explorer haircut and a Christmas sweater with yellow suspenders.
Yeah,
it's like
the only thing they got right was the box.
The
box art's cool.
Yeah, they got his knee pads right.
Wow, Dr. Ridley. Wow, we're gonna get up before we start getting this, before we get a censorship kind of ban for this one. Here you go. We got another thing. They wanted to get into their own vinyl toys right here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Why does it look like Godzilla has like a mouth with lipstick on his chest? And also, I don't remember him having that much chest hair.
It's a glow in the dark reaction figures of Mega Godzilla. I didn't even know it was Mega Godzilla. And then
Look, I love doo-doo chest Godzilla. Oh my god. Super 7 is killing the game.
Yeah. Actually, there you go. It's quite much with Dr. Really well watch yourself.
Well, you see how Super 7 has been absent from Pre-Order Mafia for a very long time.
Yeah, again,
but as soon as they show back up, oh yeah, they are going straight to the bottom in front of
they don't help themselves on this one.
They came right in and said, "Hold my beer." Like,
yeah. Now I will let everyone pre-warn them that there's still some McFarlane's coming up. So just pre-warn you.
Hey,
you got to work overtime if he's going to do worse than this.
Cleveland Streamer Godzilla. Cleveland Steamer Godzilla. You got to be kidding me. That's actually, now I won't be able to get that out of my mind. This is epic terrible. Yeah. Is that Godzilla as the Grinch? Okay,
I do want to go back to Marcelo's comment though, where he said, "So do you have to pay for the Micronauts?" Yeah, that's a very fair question. Like, do you get them for free or do you actually have to pay? Do you have to pay for them?
I think if you if you actually go over and ask somebody at Super 7, they'll be so embarrassed they will give them to you.
Yeah, they'll just give you.
Hey, just take this around the back. Don't let anybody know we gave this out.
Yeah. Speaking of lead paint, true fact. Do you know a toy in 2025 killed 2 people by lead paint? Croquet set paint, base sticks that people for some reason were licking them. Well, nature. So
yeah,
it's just kind of how it works.
Yeah, poor Meeks and everything. He said these reveals have been brutal. Yeah.
Well, look, we didn't say this was going to be the best version of Pre-Order Mafia ever.
Comment of the night. Comment of the night. Yeah, well, imagine you didn't have to put these all in slides.
Hey, there's some good. We talked about some good stuff. There's good stuff coming too. There's good stuff.
I hope. I'm starting to lose faith as we keep going.
Now, let me just say, first of all, the Godzilla on the left-hand side, it looks like he's been taking Ozempic or something. He's very thin.
That's Mecha Godzilla.
None of this looks like the Godzillas I've seen in anything.
No, they should be embarrassed of themselves, and in fact, Toho should just revoke the license at this moment. Just like they said, they just go to show them in a meeting like, no, we're going to take the license back.
Look, if this wasn't Super 7, I will tell you something. These would be awesome if they weren't Super 7 because you could get them in those quarter machines where you put the quarters in and turn in the ball pops out. But the fact that we know that these are going to be at minimum $25 is insanity. Godzimpic, yeah.
Here we go.
We'll go back to some Ultimate Line characters. Lionel and Mothra. These are. They give you a little known fact and everything that these were the same things they had last year. So
yes,
light up eyes. These were the same kind of exclusives that was last year. So not a great stretch. They probably have that from all that supply and stock they did. They're close to 2 stores down. So we'll see how much these kind of go for. But if you're going to do a version of them, it's kind of how the LGN version did with the light up eyes. These are probably going to be some of the better ones. It's still a forget about it for me on this, but these aren't the worst look compared to all that stuff we've seen. These aren't the worst figures I've seen them do all night.
And they actually do. They're probably the best in making the Thundercats line. I'm excited because Mezco got the Thundercats license, so we have yet to see what that's going to look like. But they've been the best at it, so I will give them credit. Too many variations of some of these figures here. That's my only complaint. Obviously, they released the vehicles that are crazy expensive, but I will give credit where credit's due. They have produced a pretty cool line here. Some of that stuff. I know Tiger Sharks was mentioned in the chat as well.
Yep.
So they produce some good stuff.
All right, Dr. Brown.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Very easy right there.
Yeah,
I
the proportion look off on Lion-O a bit, but whatever. This is forget about it to maybe going in the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
as someone that was initially excited when Super 7 did Thundercats.
Yeah.
And then I bought one, and then I realized that it doesn't matter how excited you are when quality is trash. It's just not a good figure. I have no desire to buy any more like Thundercats from Super 7. I actually really love Thundercats. I just, this is definitely cement shoes for me.
All right. Well, we'll move on. They did I think last year, actually, oh my God, the ocean will become so polluted with the plastic after tonight. Yeah, it's starting to get there. They did the tumbler, and you could actually, it's one of those where you can break it apart, it lights up and everything else like that. It's a little bit of a nostalgic bug on this one. One of the few I've seen these in the tumbler version of the store. It's not bad. So it's a little bit of better offering from them. It's a forget about it, but it's not something I'm gonna actively go and purchase from Super 7. And again, while you can break this thing apart and something like that, it's seems like more of a die cast model kind of thing. So it's all right.
Yeah, I like the functionality. That's cool. You can take the top off, and the packaging's kind of cool. But yeah, it's a forget about it. If you're a vehicle collector, you like the Batman stuff, makes sense.
Yeah.
But not for me.
I will say I would probably buy that over. It looks better than the McFarlane version they did, because the McFarlane version looked very plastic. This kind of does resemble like the actual TV show.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that you would turn this down, Mr. Storm.
Yeah,
I know how you like the original Batman. For me, I would say that this is made. I would like this.
I've seen it again. It's it's just going to sit on the shelf, and I think functionality wise and everything, it's great. But unfortunately, a couple of years ago, I bought that crap McFarlane one, so I just don't need another thing to sit on the shelf and not do anything. So And what do you think, Mr. Maddox?
Nope.
Okay, there you go. I love it when it's like right quick and if you're short and sweet. Right?
Yeah, not at all. I'd rather buy the Lego set.
Yeah, and it says this is motorized. No, it's not, but it is. It does have it's like a model kit in a certain way. You can take parts off. It lights up and everything. You can. So again, it's kind of interesting on it, but I'm sure it's out there for some kind of fan. But that does seem like it's on Super 7. Let's go from Super 7 to our buddies over at Nacelle. Brian Vought's bringing some more stuff back, but he's got the Cows of Moo Mesa, Calamity Kate, Sheriff Terrible, and Marshall Moo Montana. And these are all limited at, yeah, I know, that was a tough one to get through. These are all limited at 100 actual for the convention. At least they're letting you know up front. I will say last year they had a very good booth, and the people there were extremely nice. And their offerings are, again, there are people that really kind of dig their stuff. I'm not into that or the Bike Up Mice from Mars, but I am looking forward to their panel on the new Star Trek figures.
Yeah.
So, but I think Nacelle is doing very good work, and these do look extremely well articulated and everything for their size, and they're very large characters too. I will give them credit for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love all these. I think they're great. I love Cowboys of Moo Mesa. Out of all of these, for me, Sheriff Terrible is probably my favorite. I think it's cool that they're limited to 100. And Nacelle's pretty good about keeping that too, by the way.
Yeah.
So, this is like Cowboys of Moo Mesa is very niche. So you either like it or you never heard of it,
Exactly. It's one of those where everybody was doing some version of a mutant character, and they just ended up I think getting out of the gate too long, and I think that's why it didn't take off. But some people really love the show, man. Rad, what's your thoughts on these?
Well, you know what this sound is? That's a cow in the water, deep in the water. These things are at the bottom. You could glow in the dark. You could put icicles on it. You can make the package cool. It's a big no for me on this one. Sorry. Never was into the line. The cartoon, I don't care if they're limited to one.
Dr. Bradley.
Yeah, I never heard of this, so
Oh, yeah, it's
I
deep
don't
dive.
care. And forget
It's kind of
about
like RoboForce. I'm sure they're going to have like a quick animated show they'll put on like Tubi or something to get it out. But again, the figures have been. He did sell out a lot of these figures, so that was the surprising thing. There are people that do love to deep dive it. I think it's smart to limit it at 100 though.
Yeah,
So,
because they're not going to sell more than 100.
yeah. No. The actual Wave 1 sold out.
Yeah,
when
these
it
sell
came.
out fast.
So they've actually had pretty good sets. So I think it's a lot of people are looking at the characters. Remember, these also sit on Walmart shelves as well. So it's doing pretty good, man. I got to give them credit for that. They've also got Biker Mice from Mars. That's more of the, these are limited to 50. And then they have the exclusive peek at the Build-A-Bridge set
Yeah,
that they've been doing. Yeah,
Finally,
the one that
we
you
get
can
to
put
see
together.
it.
Finally
That's
get
cool.
to see it at this year.
Yeah.
So, these guys are over here. Look, now I'm waiting to see that bridge because I do think that's going to be extremely fantastic, especially with lights, and because Brian is such a huge fan of Star Trek, and they've had a great amount of selection of figures, ones that I did not expect them to do, and some I'm like, wow, these are really great. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're coming up with. That I think that's probably their best line.
Yeah, this is fantastic, man. Like, I don't know about Biker Mice from Mars. I was never into that, even in the original time. But
yeah,
the Star Trek, look, Nacelle's killing it with Star Trek.
Yes.
And I'm excited that we actually get to see the Build-A-Bridge. I know there's a few other things happening around Star Trek and building and stuff like that, but this is cool, man. I mean, I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Right.
Moocher's getting 2 of these, yeah.
And Mother looks like didn't they do that in the 90s? They did do one in the 90s, yes, from Playmates. So
Playmates.
and they're also I think it's Factory Entertainment is also building a bridge as well.
Factory Entertainment is the other one. Yeah, I think Factory Entertainment is going to have it at their booth too.
Yeah, so and that's I'm sure that's going to be a little bit more pricier than the cell version, but Factory Entertainment does a great job when it comes to that. Anything Star Trek has my curiosity. There you go, love that. All right, so we'll move on from our fine friends, Build-A-Bear Bridge. We'll move over that to Mattel. Mattel's WWE Rock and Wrestling Connection 3-pack. I just saw a couple of weeks ago they did their Bass at the Beach set. A lot of people are digging this. They went with the retro packaging as well. Now that looks like a TV set from the 1960s. So I haven't seen one of those, but that looks really old. But I do dig these sets. I think they're very good. These are exclusive worthy on it, and I think more of the history of WWE is going to come out more than the stuff they're doing now. So it's nice to dive in back in. And I think that's the first time, if I'm not mistaken, that's Cyndi Lauper, right? Isn't that the first time we've ever had a Cyndi Lauper figure?
I don't think they've ever put Cyndi as a wrestling figure. Yeah.
So it's a main set of figures for me. I like the packaging and I like the character selection. I think this is very good for the WWE line they're doing at Mattel. Rad, what's your thoughts?
I mean, this is like the 80s, right? Like this was the Piper, Cyndi Lauper, Lou Albano. Like this was like the times of Mr. T, and this was the peak outside of like the late 90s, early 2000s wrestling with Stone Cold. This was the era, man. So it's cool. It's kind of nostalgic. I think it's cool. Like I don't collect a ton of wrestling figures, but it's a forget about it for me. But I like the Cyndi Lauper. That's cool.
All right. Okay. Dr. Brantley, your thoughts?
Yes. From the Goonies Are Good Enough video. Parts 1 and 2. I remember waiting for part 2. Waiting and getting ready to videotape it. Love this. This is definitely made figure.
This set is good enough for Professor's Zone. There you go. Mr. Maddox, your thoughts?
It's cool, man. I love it all around. It's a forget about it for me, but it's a great release.
Okay. How many rubber bands does Captain Lou come with? I don't know, but he probably comes with a bunch of them. I'll tell you that. All right, we move on to Hot Wheels, because Hot Wheels has a bunch of different offerings. Now, here's the thing that's a shame about this is that the Hot Wheels Stranger Thing 10-year anniversary, 5 seasons, 10 years? Jesus, what's Netflix doing? This one's kind of like an homage of a little bit of Van, a little bit of ET, Again, I wasn't a fan of the show towards the end. I thought the first couple seasons was great. I think it just took too damn long. Now these are married with some of these people are married with children and everything out of the way. So, but I dig this for Hot Wheels. I think Hot Wheels is always trying to do something exclusive worthy. I don't know if this is that fact, but I can appreciate it. What do you think, Dr. Brantley?
This is cool. I like this. This is definitely a made figure. Yeah, first season, probably the best. You know, they did not live up to that level. But yeah, this is great. I love it.
Mr. Maddox, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think Hot Wheels is always trying to lead the way, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think this is like, okay, if you're into Stranger Things, you know, the last season of Stranger Things just made me not like any of it. So this is definitely Sleep with the Fishes, and since it's made out of die cast, I know it won't have any problem getting down there.
There you go. All right. And Rat, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm with Chet on this one.
Okay. Short and sweet. I love that, man. I love that. Let's move on to next because we got a couple of Hot Wheels to go through. Here's what it is: 40 years of Maverick, and I got to say, this is a pretty smart set. This is
awesome.
This is one of those made ones. I know Chet and myself been getting into a lot of the pop culture line and everything. At the minute I saw this and I saw how they did the effects and everything, I said, "Oh, instant buy." Oh yeah. You know, it's like I normally don't buy $30 Hot Wheels, but I will be buying a $30 Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that they included the Mega with this thing.
So
and that scene where, you know, Kelly McGinnis is like, well, how are you saying, how are you doing the middle finger? And then Goose is like, inverted. Well, inverted. and then Iceman goes, bullshit. It's so great.
Yeah.
I love this. This is a made piece. I don't do Hot Wheels, but this one is like a desk piece, man. It's so cool.
Yeah, made figure TD3 Trooper, Commander Bly. A lot of guys are out there digging this one.
Yeah, look, this is one that, you know, if you're not into collecting toys or anything, but if you like Maverick, if you like Top Gun, you're gonna buy this. You're gonna put this on your desk. This is cool.
I'm on Slug.
I love it.
But and Mr. Maddox, this is definitely a purchase for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I do. I mean, just the idea that you get both of them, but then not only that, but they knew exactly what they were doing on building it as like a display. There's no reason why this won't exist in my house. Like this is. I also really love Top Gun. It's something my dad took me to watch. We played the video game all the time. Like this is just something that's like, yeah, it's cool. And I'm with Commander Bly, RIP to the F-14. But yeah, this is absolutely gonna figure out how to get into my house.
Yep. Should lose that love and feeling.
Mother Slug, by the way, if you guys want to pay attention in the chat, Mother Slug is literally doing the movie scene by scene. So just pay attention.
And right here, K-pop Demon Hunters have gotten big, and they actually packaging very interesting on this one. I do know that this kind of does fit with the motif of the actual movie, and especially street imports. To be quite honest with you, I could really see someone painting their car kind of like this, because that car culture is really big. I think this is a very smart and easy way to get into the IP without actually, I know they're doing figures, but if you're just, want to get someone else in and they're a big K-pop team, it's a great gift to give to somebody. Convention exclusive. It's a Porsche 911 GT3R 1992 with, obviously, but the packaging really sold me on it. It's just a made figure because I think they put a lot of work and a lot of thought into this. What do you think, Chet?
It's cool, man. I would hate to be the people that handed this over to Netflix, but it's cool. I like it. I think it's unique. I mean, obviously it's a forget about it for me, but I like what they do with it. The packaging is definitely cool.
Yeah. All right. What do you think, Rad?
I mean, look, for as much as Mattel kind of blew it with all the merchandising opportunity with K-pop Demon Hunters, they have gone full court press. They have released so much stuff in the Walmarts and the Targets and the action figures and the doll. I had to get my daughter 6 or 7 of those like dolls that are so hard to come by.
Yeah.
So look, the movie's actually really good. Like like for that audience, the music's good. I'm not sure if I'm picking this up, but just Mattel is gone. They're just like, okay, let's do it. Let's go. We're making a sequel. I mean, it is everywhere in front of you now. So
there you go.
Yeah, but the GT3, one of the greatest cars for sure.
It is, absolutely. It says my dad's favorite car, Eddie Rodriguez. Yeah, there you go. What do you think, Dr. Brantley?
This is it was a great movie. And not just for a certain audience. It's legitimately a good movie. And I wouldn't pick up any of the action figures or anything, but this is cool. This looks great. So I actually would pick this up.
All right. Okay. Well, like I said again, I guess Rad's right. We're getting into some better stuff. We're going to flow that down to what Mega J Retro last night was on his unboxing. He did not know that Mattel, they said they're going to send him something, and then they shipped this to him. I was telling the show, it's got to be the Jim Bro, because why else would they ship that before the convention? And it was, and it made its night. And I got to tell you, the packaging on this thing is premium. This is probably the smartest packaging I've seen in a very long time. Is this a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive? This is the definition of this. It's a made figure. I know they have a lottery, so it's going to be hard to get at San Diego Comic-Con. Maybe you can get it online, but I think this is probably going to be one of those sought-after figures of the year. I love the fact that there's even a diorama. They've got, like, if you look in the back, they've got a mural of it, actual Jim and the sunset, and there's other people that's working out and everything. This is awesome. The weights are awesome. There's right down to this Jim socks, to the shoes. It's a made figure. Great job for exclusives, Mattel. What do you think, Rad?
Yeah, this is what we're talking about in terms of packaging and the figure to match. It feels special. It feels unique. Packaging is really cool. My only ask is I hope that like the hard clothes are easy to remove, so you can actually buy some customized soft goods for it. So it'd be cool if you could actually put soft goods, hoodie, and shorts. But other than that, it's cool, man. It's funny, quirky, all things you want from Con. And I love that silly scene in the movie too. So it's a made figure for me.
The towel is actual material.
Yeah, I see the soft goods, but like his outfit would be cool. It's pricey. There's a reason why they didn't release it, but if that could be removed somehow and you put your own soft goods in it, then it would just elevate the figure completely. But it's awesome.
Yeah. What do you think, Dr. Brantley?
Yeah, this is a made figure. This is great. It looks fantastic. Great packaging. It was a fun scene in the movie. Definitely pick this up if you can get it.
Mother Sluggers from the film. Did you were you looking up for the pricing for that, Mr. Maddox?
For the Jim Bros, $50.
Yes. $50. There you go, Mother Slug.
Right.
I know you asked
right about what you would
it's
pay.
a must buy for Rhino Hobby as well. And I can see why it's a made figure. Yeah, this one's really thoughtful, but the packaging too. You can, if you're an inbox collector, you can keep it in packaging if you want to outbox it. And this is one where you do keep the packaging because it's so many great things that's involved in all there's little messages and sayings behind them too. And then if you turn on the back, there's actual workout guide.
Yeah, I think this is also one of their figures that is in the reusable packaging, right? So like you could take it out and then it's just as easy to put it back in.
Yeah, because it just is a slip case on top. So yes. But yeah, this was the people at Mattel thought, what is an actual exclusive? What is something definitely that when people pick up, say, yeah, this is premium. They came out with a very good idea with that. So I think Mattel did some really good jobs with that. And we showed you just a couple of weeks ago, but this is another, which now, even though the loss of Sam Neill just happened, this makes the scene, because we were laughing about this one. Isn't that the Raptor that was talking to Alan on the plane? And we were like, yeah. But this is also San Diego Comic-Con Jurassic World Hammock Collection, which is probably one of the best lines from Mattel when it comes to dinosaurs. 25th anniversary of Jurassic Park 3. And, I like it. It's a little bit too like niche for me in the style Velociraptor kind of look, but I can appreciate it. They put some work. It is an exclusive. This is what you're supposed to do with exclusives. Right, Rad?
Yep. Packaging is cool. I don't collect a lot of dinosaurs, but I could see where this would fit into your collection. I can't weigh in to know if this is a great dino figure or not. Like I get it looks like comic style, but again, some of the packaging is cool, right? So I'm assuming if you're a JP person, you definitely want to buy this. So I would say forget about it.
Okay. What do you think, Dr. Brantley?
I hate this. I do not like the way that it looks. The paint on it. This is going to the bottom of the ocean.
Jeez.
Mr. Maddox.
Suck it.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is. I think it's cool. I definitely would not buy it. I don't think Raptors look like this.
No.
So, they're not really staying true, to dinosaurs. No, I look. I think if you're into the Hammond collection, this is what you want to get. Like, grab it, but just forget about it for me.
All right.
You can't argue Mattel's dinosaurs, but
they're at least, one thing about it, I think the packaging and everything makes it exclusive. It's not something you think you would see on a standard shelf. But I also get that it might be too, I think stylized, and dinosaurs aren't real anyways. All right, we'll hit it. Here go McFarlane. Let's go right into this. One, they came out with this White Lantern version of Hal Jordan, which they just dropped out of nowhere, and the guys and a couple of the actual the little bit of the Facebook groups I'm in were like, what the heck? This is probably gonna be. I'm like, it doesn't seem that nice. But then he followed it up with more SDC show exclusives, and a couple of them look pretty good, and then a couple of them are all right. Yeah, you've got obviously you got Kilowog, which is a very good version of the Green Lantern version, and then they've got a John Stewart Ultraviolet Lantern. I have no clue why they did that, and I just think they never really nailed a good John Stewart, because he just somehow every time they do him, he just looks like the same costume. They've got a white gold label Kyle Rayner, which is all right, but the two figures that makes it is the Question and the re-release of Red Hood. And you notice that Red Hood comes with his two signature shooters. So these are probably the two best offerings and the two best look McFarlane figures I've seen in a very long time from him. So again, while he's he's getting out of the relationship real soon, these are probably two, if you're going to San Diego Comic-Con, I would say these two out of them are made figures for me. The rest of the stuff is sleep with the fishes.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just be upfront about this. Red Hood is an absolute must for me. It's good because he's got the black jacket instead of the brown one. But yeah, these two for sure. I'm also indifferent about the Green Lantern, Kilowog, and then the Ultraviolet, because I do like lanterns. But for sure, I'm grabbing these two.
Yeah, so now I hear all the lanterns are made. That is all. There you go. First of all, I wonder why Green Lantern. Dr. Brentley, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, see, these two, but I also liked the Kilowog.
Okay, Kilowog.
But yeah, like let's do Green Lantern John Stewart, but let's put him in blue.
Yeah,
like, that's dumb. But yeah, some of these are good, half is good and half sucks.
Yeah. What do you think, Rad?
Yeah, I mean, I like the Red Hood figure. Red Hood's one of my favorite DC characters, so I think anything Red Hood is probably an easy pickup. I'm not sure about the other one, but I think it's a forget about it. So I think it's a made and a forget about it. But nice job, McFarlane, and two pretty decent releases.
Yeah. Well, Mother Sluggers, is he losing DC? Why does he keep producing those figures? Because if you knew what the other license he has, he might as well just try to make as much money off that DC line that he can, because I think it's going to be slim pickings after that, man. All right. We're going to roll into, here you go, 4 Horsemen. Now, I will tell you this. If you think you're going to walk up that convention to get these by hand, you may have a disappointment, because they do scarcity at table 4344. That's going to be the booth that they're in, and they're going to start selling them on preview night, Wednesday night. That's only to the exclusive people that were able to get their 4-day badges. So last year when we got there on Thursday, they had already, that Thursday morning, they were like, nah, man, it was a no-go. So this might be kind of hard to track down. The Cursed Templar comes with a lot of accessories. You know how 4 Horsemen does it, soft goods. It looks like a very good looking figure. It, for me, just because I know how they do on conventions, it's a sleep with the fishes for me, because it doesn't make sense to just run down something you know you can't get, man. What do you think, Mr. Maddox?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not interested in this. I understand what Four Horsemen did at San Diego Comic-Con last year, and then all the other convention exclusives. I mean, they're not going to have enough. So, also, I feel like it's just kind of always consistently the same type of figures being released from them. So, yeah, this can drop down and go do some scuba diving with the fishes.
Yeah. All right. What do you think, Rat?
I mean, I have this figure.
No, you don't. This is exclusive.
they released the same figure a long time. I literally pulled off my shelf. The only difference is obviously they've made some battle scars and some burnt marks.
Yeah.
And included a couple of different accessories. So it's semi re-release special edition. It'll be hard to find. It's cool. If there's one area of Four Horsemen that I would collect is kind of the army building. So any of these dudes that have the kind of knight aesthetic and look, I think it's really cool. Yeah. But it's to forget about it, right? Like I appreciate the detail that they put into their figures, but a lot of times it's just different parts, different style. It's not like a brand new figure here. So
yeah,
it's a forget about it.
All right. And Dr. Brantley.
Hear ye, hear ye. I was agreeing with Green Lantern here. I like these. It's going to be scarce.
Yeah,
but it looks cool as hell. This is a made figure for me.
See, here's the thing: it looks cool for you unless you're in 105-degree temperature, running across one part of the convention. 3 seconds after the door hit, and you walk up to the booth. You walked up to the booth, and the guy's like, "Yeah, man, they're already gone." I was like,
you gotta push people away and trample over them."
And I'm like, "That's just too much." If it's exclusive, I understand, but at least bring a stock to at least give it out there.
It looks good though. It looks good. So
yeah, well, I've never seen.
I tell you what, a couple hours in a hot ass convention, you're gonna smell just like this figure looks like it smells like. I'll tell you that. That's for damn sure.
And then the last one of the night for Pre-Order Mafia, record time this year. Big Bad Workshop Radioactive Tech from their Long Box Heroes set. Big Bad Workshop's been doing a little bit more of these. Is this a convention exclusive? It also comes with actually slime as well. Yeah, it is. Look, it's a forget about it. I'm not mad at the figure. I wish it would have been probably a different other figure or something if they had all the different licensing. But I'm not mad. It seems like something that would be a convention exclusive. So, Dr. Brantley, I see you shaking your head. What's up?
It's the tick. It includes slime. This is, of course, a made figure. What are you talking about? This is fantastic. I love it.
All right. What do you think, Rad?
It's cool, man. Like, it's forget about it. The tick is cool. I like the long box heroes that they do. You get some of the Madman and the Tick, and they had what's the Rocketeer. Yeah. They do some of these characters, so it's cool. Look, I know it's completely opposite to what I was saying with the glow in the dark figures at the bottom of the ocean, but since it's the Tick, it's a forget about it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And well, night everyone. Hey, Movie Tuber. Good night. Thank you for joining. We're about to wind it right down. Look, this week we had if you were into Jurassic Park or anything else like that, you had some heartbreaking news because the main guy that we always see and you thought there was going to be another ride, although he did do 2 separate acting films. So we've got 2 other chances to see him. One is going to be a Godzilla film, but we're going to do the passing of an actual Hollywood icon because he will forever be remembered for his roles. Dr. Brantley, roll the reel.
You can't leave. She won't let you.
Hi, Captain.
In 10 years, maybe less, the human race will just be a bedtime story for their children. And that's nothing more.
Do you love him? Do you? Is it him you love?
You had to do that.
Had to include it.
I knew you could help yourself. I could help yourself.
It's the funny thing because you learn in Hollywood stories that some movie roles were offered to certain actors and they said no, and then it went to someone else. And if you think back, you're like, well, they probably could have done that, or it could have been better. But in the case of Sam Neill, I know they offered Harrison Ford first that role in Jurassic Park, and he said no. He was doing The Fugitive or something, or I forget what the details were, but then went to Sam Neill. I can't imagine anybody else in that role than Sam Neill. Like he was perfect, and he was known, but not like a major star at the time.
Yeah.
And it's one of my top 10 movies of all time, the original Jurassic Park. It's amazing. He's so good in it, and so he'll forever live in pop culture because he's the guy, along with Spielberg, that brought dinos to the big screen in the way we see them today, and probably better than most of these dino pieces of crap that have been coming out since. So rest in peace, man. But Sam Neill's a legend.
Absolutely. Well, like I said, we're winding down. Again, you guys, thank you guys for rolling with us for the longest Pre-Order Mafia that we've ever done. And there's a lot of stuff, but let's roll through it and let's get these guys to find information so we can hit the show. Hey, if we haven't told you, do a couple of things. Make sure you guys are subscribing. A lot of first-time people saw you guys in there. Make sure you guys are subscribing, hitting your notification bells. And, we want to make sure when you're from there, jump over to the Discord, where we talk about all things after the show throughout the week. The Syndicate Discord is the network and Discord home of the Shadow Nose Network, of Blitz Transmission, and the Sarlacc Digest podcast. All your fandom can live there, no matter what genre it is. Head over there, and there's a QR code for the screen right there. Might be asking where to find us. Well, we're going to be at San Diego Comic-Con 2026. We'll have members down there from the SKN crew. At the San Diego Comic-Con Convention Center, the 22nd through the 26th. You'll see one of the guys there. Go by and say hi. We like to see you guys. Then from there, August 8th, Toy Depot, geeking out in the city of La Mirada. It's a great show. If you're into vintage toys, it's definitely a show you should be in. And then from there, we're going to have it in the month of September 13th, Robo Toy Fest at the Burbank Marriott in Burbank, California, which is also a very good show, new and old. And also, if you're into any of last year, they had VR Troopers, and I couldn't believe how huge that line was. So they also have, people from television and films that is there. So those are 3 opportunities we could do. And guess what? To find people over at Plastic News, which is us, that's what our upcoming events are looking like. But guess what? If you're down in San Diego, and like you've already added your collection, because Toy Hunter's where your collection lives. If you're using Legends first, not as good as and as easy as convenient as Toy Hunter. If you're out there and you're like using a spreadsheet, not as good as using Toy Hunter. If you're using an old notebook, what are you doing? Download it, add your collection. It's very simple, very easy to get your collection in your hands, so you'll always know where it is. But if you're down in San Diego and you want to actually chat with other people there, or you need a detailed, if you went on to San Diego Comic-Con.org and you looked at their convention map, oh my God, you're going to be scrolling. And the worst part about their actual app that they have, well, if you don't have Soul Service, that app's not working. Toy Hunter actually eliminates that. They actually have a detailed map of the floor, and every panel that you want to see, you can hit interested in, and it will send you a notification letting you know that actually your panels go. So you don't even have to miss panels. You want to mark down times when certain toy lines that's going to release certain things, you can do that through there. And also one of the features is you can speak to other hunters, other people on the app. So if somebody's down there, maybe you run into an app, a hunter that's in line, you guys make a deal. Hey, man, could you hold on to one? I could come by and swing by and give you the cash. That's what it's used for. It's bringing a little bit more community to your collecting needs. Toy Hunter, the premier collecting lifestyle app that you should already have. Saturday, I know Tommy, he's been a busy dude. Might not be an action figure report, but go back and watch one of his old ones. Action figure report. If he does have a new one, I would be surprised if he was worked on one, though. Go check that out on the Blitz Transmission channel. He's hard to work our Saturday series that he does. Check him out. It's always good. Start off the week with Mondays. Toy Chest, 5:30 p.m. Hey, good night, Eddie. and 8:30 p.m. Pacific or Eastern Standard Time on Sarlacc Digest podcast. It's Sarlacc Toy Chest, and it has everybody from the syndicate. It has a couple of members from the Starlight Digest podcast, Tommy from Bliss Transmission, and myself right there. Make sure you guys are checking that out. And then when you're saying, well, what are you guys doing next week? We're back at this all next week. San Diego Comic-Con, Walmart Collectors Con, and San Diego Comic-Con Day 1 and Day 2 recap. So very important. Later, Marcelo.
Marcelo, take care.
Tuning in. So now you know, make sure you click that notification bell, because a lot of stuff they showed us already for Walmart Collectors Con, and they'll probably be adding some more stuff to San Diego Comic-Con. So that is next Friday is a not miss show, July 24th. That's all I've got, gentlemen. It has been a heck of a Pre-Order Mafia light, and I know we ran way over. Appreciate everybody out there that's celebrating our 3rd anniversary with us. Appreciate the time. Rad, back to you.
That's all. Again, thanks for hanging out each and every Friday, whether you replay, crew, or live. We very much appreciate to all the members also who help support the channel. Spread the word, spread the love, man. Tell a friend, family member, colleague, peer. Tell them about the show. We're growing like crazy, and we just love hanging out and talking toys and pop culture. So have a great evening. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you back next week. Adios.
Take care.